Hello, my beloved. Jian here. I hope you've been well. We've got some big news from the Naraka Fest as of last week. And I wanted to talk about it. Naraka will finally be going free to play next week on Friday, the 13th of July. On that same day, Naraka will be coming to PS5. So you know what that means? It means we're finally going to get an influx of players, and I'm super excited. We finally are going to get some fresh blood. NA really needed that. That aside, we've got here a 3D lobby where we can interact with other players. We can do races, we can play with instruments, we can mess around with these bells. Melee weapons don't work on them for whatever reason, only ranged ones. But unfortunately, we can't duel other players in here. I hope that one day this kind of thing will be implemented. Anyway, another big thing that is here is Jiggle Physics. Jiggle Physics. But in the wrong place. They even have the right sound. They have the proper sound. But why haven't you given them back where they belong? Why aren't they back where they belong? Give us our Jiggle Physics back. They will help. Trust me, I would know. Anyway, this entire area is absolutely gorgeous. It's very ethereal, very much in the clouds. Kind of reminds me of that one gacha game. I don't know, maybe you might have heard of it, called Genshin. There's a bunch of floating islands, a heart-shaped one, a bunch of other rock structures, another statue over there. But this one is beating the living daylights out of whoever his victim is. That area over there kind of reminds me of Shipwreck Expanse, but I might be wrong. Apparently this was supposed to be some kind of area in between. Omnius had a field day with it, so we'll have to see where it goes. Anyway, this is a close-up of that statue from before. This area right here, like this entire floating island, reminds me of that one trailer that we had with Wuchen, where he was, spouting poetry, and he had his assets, chest, he had that he had that out, and yeah, that was great. Also here's some koi fish. I personally like koi fish quite a lot. If you haven't looted them in game yet, they're in little rivers, they're in ponds, stuff like that. These koi fish give you a buff to your luck in game for 5 minutes, and you have better chances of getting better loot. So yeah, I've never seen gold ones in the game, but the orange and white ones I've seen quite a few times. So yeah, always check bodies of water. Oh, and they do hop around like this in the game too. Anyway, if you're still here 3 minutes in, let's move on to what's actually really important that wasn't really mentioned in the Naraka Fest. If you looked around in the Beware Spoilers in the official Discord, you might have seen, quite briefly, a new mechanic of sorts that was developed to target infinites and being juggled, to get around with it. So here is an example of how it works. Basically, you get a green glow and you hit spacebar and you bounce backwards when the little ticker gets full. There is a mechanic to counter it, though. You gotta press your grapple and LMB to activate it when they glow green. It's very pretty, but it's not a cure-all. I feel like it would have been much better if they instead addressed the actual issues at hand instead of developing a brand new mechanic. Like, the Tarka Infinite that I keep complaining about. That would have been fine if it was actually addressed. Anyway, here is another thing that they added to the training room. If you didn't notice, the training room does look different. You're able to customize what the bot does, and you can practice with it. So for example, you can try to get better with your dodge timing. You can practice your tap dodges, your hold dodges, and what have you. You can practice your positioning, your crouching where you want to. It's a good thing, but it's not enough. We need more. We need, okay, yes, this new lobby is very nice, right? But what's the point of having it if we can't, if we can't, say, queue for training in the meantime? We still can't do that. We still can't even queue with other people. These would show up here, like duos, trios, whatever, but still here we only have solo training, right? And that doesn't change anything. We still need to find a way to interact with other players in a meaningful way where we can actually practice while we are in queue. Okay, so another pretty decent addition that I saw while playing around was proximity friend requesting, I suppose, to some degree. While in the 3D lobby, which is up whether you have it open or not, and it hexes on your GPU, and you run up to someone that's close to you, you'll see their name float above their head, and you can hit K on your keyboard by default, and you can send a friend request if you want. Very nice addition. Okay, anyway, so the last thing that I'm going to mention for now is this thing that I found here in the inventory. First of all, these hero coins, I have no idea what those are. There is no shops tab. However, if you look here at the top, there is a little tab called Star Collection. If you click it, you have a little, it's empty, but you have an information thing here. So let's zoom in on that real quick and let's go over it. So the first part here is, it says Star Collection storage is used to share your Star Series outfits. So this pertains to outfits. Now the use and the lock and unlock, I don't really think matters too much, but Restyle, on the other hand, looks very, very nice. It says, tap Restyle to access the Restyle page, where you can modify and restyle the selected star outfit. So this makes me want to think that perhaps there will be some kind of a re-dyeing or recoloring type of thing going on. I'm assuming that they're going to be rather expensive, or that they're going to be gacha related as per usual, but hey, who knows? I feel like as if I could just recolor all of Valda's outfits to be either black or blue or purple and they would look fantastic. But, you know, that's just me. Everyone has their own tastes, and I think that this would be a really nice addition to the game.